Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is a rather miserable day outside, so I apologize if the lighting in here is less than ideal. I have my reflector to the side to help kind of bounce some light back into me. Otherwise, this space would look like a huge vacuum of light going into the void this way. But hopefully this makes do, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. It's been a little while since I've done a haul, and I've been trying to refrain from doing some shopping since I've done a little bit of damage lately. You guys will probably see in some upcoming videos what I mean by that, because there will be some very exciting reveals that I can't wait to share with you guys. So I did want to preface though that all these pieces were gifted to me by Revolve. I've been working with them for a couple of years now, and they have very kindly supplied me with some new pieces for fall, and I can't wait to share them with you. So I'm very excited to share with you guys this mini Revolve haul. And by mini, I mean like mini compared to my previous hauls. I decided to not pick too many pieces this time, and you guys know in the past, even when I go shopping, I like buy way too much. So this time I tried to refrain from that, and I just got a couple of pieces, like key pieces that I think are going to be amazing for the fall time. All right, so item number one is this little white or like cream cami razorback tank right here, and this one's by the brand Lovers and Friends. So I did previously buy a white tank top from Aritzia a couple months back for the summertime, but that one was like a cropped one, and with the weather currently getting colder and colder, I did want to get one that's slightly longer that I can wear with my pants layered over top of it, so I don't really have any skin exposed there. I'm definitely the type of girl who would love to wear crop tops in the winter time, except having a cold strip of skin across your stomach is not fun, so I felt like I definitely needed to get this one just to kind of like winterize my tank tops a little bit. So this one's actually a little bit different from the Aritzia one that I got. It's more of a cream color. That one that I had previously in the summertime, I think it was the Sunday Best one, was more of like a colder white, I would say, and this one definitely has like a warmer yellow sheen to it. It's also more of a racerback top than the other one ever really was. As you can see here in the back, it kind of dips in slightly with the shoulder blades, and it has a very, very thin strap towards the top where your shoulders go. Material in this one is super, super insanely soft, probably almost as soft as my Aritzia one. I could literally sleep in both of these and feel like I'm sleeping naked, which is technically what I prefer usually because I don't really enjoy sleeping with clothes on, but it's so soft to the skin, and it doesn't itch, and it just like glides on. It's nice and smooth. I do want to mention that similar to the Aritzia one, this one is very, very see-through, and as you guys know, I don't like wearing bras, but for the case of this one, I do actually have to wear a bra underneath, especially if I'm going to be wearing a top on top that I'm going to take off, or just like opens wide, because you know, don't want to have a nip slip going everywhere. So I typically do wear a bra with this one. I just either revert to my strapless bras or a racerback bra, which kind of like crisscrosses the straps. But other than that, I love this one, and this is going to be a great addition underneath all of my cardigans. I actually have some upcoming style videos for you guys that is going to be featuring this specific piece, and I can't wait to share it with you because I have worn this non-stop since I got it. It's become like one of my staple pieces in my closet, and I think everybody needs to have like a nice core collection of different white tank tops that you can wear, so you can alternate between them for different types of looks. This is definitely one of the ones I'll be wearing for a long time in my wardrobe. I can definitely foresee that. It's not going to be a trend piece. So item number two is something a little bit out of my usual comfort zone. I picked a color that I'm probably not usually fond of, but when I saw it in this cut, I just like fell in love, and it is this knit ribbed shirt. It's kind of loose and floppy, so it's hard for me to really show you guys. You'll see it a little bit better in person in the cutaway when I'm wearing it, but it's this green, sage green, kind of like matcha colored pastel knit long sleeve in this ribbed material. It has a nice deep V in the front, and then the sleeves are nice and long, and the cuffs at the ends of the sleeves are similar to the collar of the shirt. Also has a split and has this like thick knit material right here. I actually really like these sleeves because they're quite long. They cover down to my hands. I think I recently posted a photo on my Instagram of me wearing this top, so if you want to see what it looks like over there, you can head over there to check it out. But otherwise, I'm actually a huge fan of this one. It's nice and warm, even though it is knit and it has some holes in it. I don't find that I'm cold in it whatsoever at all, and the bottom is quite long as well too. There's a thicker hem towards the base here, so it doesn't just have like a raw hem at the bottom. I actually typically like to wear tops like this tucked into my pants or skirts anyway, so I don't end up really seeing a lot of the hemline at the bottom, but this has been like one of the comfiest and casual shirts to put on that aren't a sweater. As you guys know, I have a sweater addiction and problem, and you know what, I love sweaters. They're super, super comfortable, but I often find that they run a little bit more casual looking, so I definitely wanted some pieces that would kind of up the ante of my fall and winter wardrobe that were both A, warm, B, comfortable, but also C, stylish and a little more like presentable and put together. This is definitely one of those pieces, and I've actually worn this quite a bit since I've got it as well. I really like it. The only downfall that I have is the sleeve here, and since it's so wide and the slit is so long, is that sometimes when I'm doing things like eating, the edge of the cuff here kind of like dips into the food, so you do have to be careful when it comes to sleeves like this. I remember a couple of years ago, sweaters that had like the ribbons that tied around the wrist were super popular, and those ribbons always got in my food all the time. So frustrating as well. So this is almost similar to that, but it's too cute of a shirt to pass up. So I am definitely in love with this color, and I think I'm gravitating more towards green this season than I ever have before. I don't know, can somebody tell me, is green a trendy color for fall winter for 2020, or am I just gravitating towards green in general? I'm looking at my plants right now, and I'm thinking that maybe it's because I love plants so much, I just inadvertently try to bring more greenery into my fashion. Maybe that's it. I think I'm just weird, guys. Let me know what you think. Third piece is also a top. I have so many bottoms. You guys know typically I like to gravitate a little bit more towards tops, since, you know, I like to mix and match my bottoms quite frequently with the tops, and then the tops I can change up. But this one is a gray. I know, not an exciting color compared to the green that I just showed you, but I really love this one, particularly for the neckline. And it is this top right here. This one is actually by Lovers and Friends as well. Oops, I showed you the back just now. This is the front, and as you can see, the neckline is actually a sweetheart neckline that goes straight down in the front, and it's very square. Right above the shoulders, you have this really thick kind of hem where the sleeve is, and it kind of cups the shoulders kind of like a cuffed shoulder, but not really. It's really hard to explain. And then on the back, there is a tie right here that you can tie into either like a bow or a knot. I've just decided to go ahead with a knot because I think it looks cute. I think it's a little bit actually too short to be tied into a bow. If they had given me more material to the ribbon here, I would actually be able to tie a proper bow, but since there's not that much, I didn't want to make like a super thick knot and have the ribbon end here, so a knot I went with. And this one is actually a nice like heather gray ribbed knit. It's really soft on the skin. It doesn't feel itchy whatsoever at all. When it comes to knits, I am super picky, especially in the wintertime, because you're not wearing anything underneath this. Dissimilar to like a sweater, I can probably wear a t-shirt underneath and get away if this material is a little bit itchy. When it comes to my knit shirts, on the other hand, I want to make sure that it is soft on the skin, and this one I can guarantee you is. Now the cuff at the bottom of the sleeve here is not thick like the other one. It's like a finished cuff, so it's not raw. Same with the bottom of the shirt itself. It also has a finished hem as well. I did want to point out though that it has slightly tapered hips in this one, so it's very figure hugging. It's definitely not a looser shirt. It's much more form fitting. So if you're going to be wearing this one on, just keep that in mind. It will hug you in at the hips a little bit. And I actually love this top because it has some darts along the side here. I have a very, I would say, square chest and hips to waist ratio, so I don't always have the nicest hips, but whenever I have shirts that have darting on the front, it actually helps to accentuate my hips a little bit more, so I really like the fit of this one. It's super simple, but it's definitely one of those shirts that you can wear out anywhere and feel super put together. And at the same time, if you want to throw a blazer over this, you're going to look perfect for any sort of like professional meeting or Zoom call that you need to take. So huge fan of this one, and I love how comfy it is, and it's such a flattering cut on the chest. If you guys have small boobs like I do, definitely look into a sweetheart neckline. The square cut just like really helps to accentuate your chest and just makes it look so much more flattering if you're flat chested like me. Very last thing that I got in this mini haul is actually a face mask. So this one is from the brand GRLFND, and I actually really love GRLFND for all of their denim pieces they have. I have quite a few pair of jeans from them, and I believe also my jean jacket is from GRLFND. So I wanted to test out some of their other pieces besides clothes, which included this mask here. And as you guys probably know right now, masks are super important in order to prevent the spread of COVID. And I have just been collecting like hordes of masks in the past couple of months, and the collection has grown, which is nothing wrong with that because you're supposed to technically wash them after every use. So every day after we come home, we swap out and get a new mask, and after a while between me and Peter, that's at least 14 masks in the span of 1 week for us to go through. So I decided let's add a new one to my collection and see how this one fares. I've actually recently been gravitating a lot to this type of mask. It's a flat one that just has a curve at the front. Your nose goes up here, and then this is flat for underneath your chin. I like this one a little bit more than the pleated masks, and those ones are the ones that I started off with, just because I find that when I wear a pleated mask and I put it over my face, the pleats right here actually go into my lips, and if I have lipstick on or lip balm, it just gets stuck on my lips, especially when I'm breathing in and out, and it's not comfortable. Like, I just don't like things like touching my face, And as much as like every other person hates having things touching their face when they're wearing a mask as well, I would still rather wear a mask than not. And in doing so, I prefer to get a mask that's a little bit more comfortable for me. So enter this style. I am a huge fan of this one. Some of my favorite ones are the ones that I got from Wallflower earlier on in the summer. They're my absolute favorites. I unfortunately lost them, so mad at myself. So I wanted to try a couple more different styles in the same sort of silhouette just to see how I would feel. And I got this one from Girlfriend, and this one's actually really cute. It has like a little bee motif on here with like a crown. So adorable. And I also like that it's black, so it's like really nondescript. When I get masks, I try to find ones that are also suitable for Peter as well, so we can interchange between the two of them. I know this one has bees and a crown in here, but he's not that picky when it comes to a mask. He prioritizes the healthcare aspect of it over the design, but if it's going to be dark, I know he'll gravitate towards it a little bit more than the other one. So I really like this one. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like on. So this is what the mask looks like on, and I actually really like it. I hope you can hear me with the mic. I'm not too sure what it sounds like. I haven't really recorded with a mic and a mask on in front of the camera like this just quite yet. And when I'm breathing in and out, there's no fabric that moves here into my mouth. So it's really easy for me to talk to people, for me to breathe without feeling like I'm getting suffocated with fabric. There's also an insert in the mask for you to slide in a filter if you'd like for additional added benefits, but I usually just wear the mask as is. And it covers from the top of the nose here all the way down to the bottom of the chin, so all the areas that need to be covered are appropriately covered. I find that I also have a really large kind of like chin to ear ratio, like it's super far away from my face. So a lot of masks tend to pull down my ears quite a bit, and it gets really painful if I'm going to be wearing masks for an extended period of time. Not to say that this one doesn't do it, because it definitely does. You guys can see a little bit how my ears come down here. And it's annoying, but it's been really hard for me to find any sort of mask, like even surgical masks. They definitely do pull down my ears. So I'm more or less comfortable with ones that don't pull down my ears as much, and this one is like decently comfortable. So like I said, when it comes to masks, I just want to make sure that they're comfortable. This one checks off all the boxes in regards to how it fits to my face and how it feels when I put it onto my face for me to be able to speak. And it's like pretty okay in the ear aspect, but I know this one's going to fit Peter probably a little bit better since he has a smaller like chin to ear ratio than me, so it's gonna be really comfortable on him. But it's definitely one of those masks that I can wear for an extended period of time and not feel pain, compared to some other ones that I have that literally pull my ears down flat as I'm wearing them, and those ones hurt like a bee. So huge fan of this one, and I would definitely think of like getting a couple more if I need some other ones, if some of the other masks that I have need to be thrown out after they've been washed way too much. So that is essentially it for my mini Revolve haul. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm very excited actually with all the pieces that I got. Typically whenever I get gifted pieces, sometimes like I like about anywhere from 50 to 75% of it, just because I don't really get to try them on beforehand, and I kind of just like cross my fingers and hope that once the pieces arrive, I love them. But surprisingly, the entire package this time that arrived was perfect. I loved every single piece, and I'm so happy with them. So I hope you guys like them too, and if you're looking for items like this, I'm going to be linking them all down in the description bar below so you guys can check them out. There'll be timestamps next to them as well so that you guys can identify which one shows up when in the video down here somewhere. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok. My handles for Instagram are here, and my handle for TikTok is right here. If you guys would also like to shop my closet, I've been uploading a lot of things on my Poshmark recently because I'm really trying to clear that closet. You can check out my Poshmark handle right here, and yeah, if you guys like some pieces, make sure you snag them before somebody else does. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video.